This Sunday. Every Sunday, side by side at the microphone, from the green light to the speed trap, Chris Switzer and Ray Carino calls them as they sees them, and you better believe them. Here, relevant news, biased opinions, and outright bullshit regarding every aspect of automotive culture. Gasp at mechanical trickery never before revealed over FCC-regulated airwaves. Thrill to the explosive tension as Chris and Ray cuss each other down the track and barrel roll across the finish line, laughing at certain disaster as they shake hands for the devil. All that and much more this Sunday at high noon on the Motormouth Radio Hour. Call in and speak live with the Wizards of Speed and live feed, Chris Switzer and Ray Carino. Bring the whole family. Kids under 12 get in free. Every Sunday at noon on WHPC. Take the Long Island Expressway to the Meadowbrook Parkway and look for the sign saying no parking on the expressway and no express service on the parkway. Go right on Highway 24 to Garden City. $2 all-day parking includes Pit Pass. Sunday!
Ever dream of a huge, luscious, creamy root beer float? Well, if you haven't tried one with Mug Root Beer, start drooling now. Mug old-fashioned root beer in the new twist top bottle.
Yeah, and if you don't like some Mug Root Beer, you can always tune in. You have tuned in to Motormouth Radio, Long Island's only automotive talk show, with your hosts, Ray Guarino and Chris Switzer. Chris, how you doing? I see you just spilled some mug down your...
I'm freezing my Kanakis off down here. It is brutally cold in the Nutmeg Studios here at Motormouth Radio Central, but I am going to endure. I am going to rub my hands on my pants because it's freezing. How are you?
I'm actually glad you're complaining about the cold because you just segued into a surprise.
Oh, hey, I love doing that. Actually, there were times it wasn't that good.
Yeah, this one you're going to like. We were talking about the cold last week and how cold it is here in the north, whatever. And I had gotten an email during the week from a listener who took us to task on that. Saying it ain't cold by you. You guys, that's summer weather, spring weather, blah, blah, blah. So
where was he from? Antarctica?
You'll find out because he should be calling today to take up this cause and berate us on our weather, our weather complaining. So.
Okay. It's not from a call from Westby, Montana, is it?
You know, you never know where someone's going to call from, but I believe wherever they are, it's pretty freaking cold. So we will find out.
Well, yes, I was outside this week checking the tire pressure in my wife's car, and everything was fine. It was actually 2 pounds lower than it should have been, but at 33 pounds, I'm like, okay, I'm good. So it was an oil check and a tire pressure check. So it was
I'll tell you, I was just out this morning before I came here adjusting the pressures in the Mazda and in the FJ. And it's that time of year again, folks. We used to talk about it quite regularly, but tire pressures, certainly, because they fluctuate with the cold and the heat. They go up and down accordingly. Wiper blades, maintenance on your wiper blades. Just go out there once in a while with like a little alcohol swab and just clean the wiper blades. They're going to come, the swab is going to come off black.
Doesn't take long. Doesn't take long. You know what works? Those wipes, I'm looking at them now, those Lysol wipes.
Sure.
Those things work great on windshield wipers. Because my wife had them literally in the car, the type of the wet wipe type things.
Right.
She went into a store. I got out of the car and just wiped down the windshield wipers. By the time she came back, got in the car, the windshield wipers were nice and smooth again. They were making that noise before. Right. And all I did was just wipe them down with one of those wet wipes. And it was like an experiment. I went, let's see what these babies can do. And worked just fine. I was very pleased. Very pleased.
I will, I'll say also, I've been in a place where I actually had these eyeglass cleaners that were in like a little envelope. You take them out and you can clean your glasses with them. They work. Anything that has a bit of an alcohol on it. Don't use Granddad's cough syrup though. Keep that for medicinal purposes only. But I've used brake clean on a rag. Little brake clean, done. Over. Perfect.
Wow, nice.
So you can use pretty much, a lot of different things.
Very cool.
Tire pressures, windshield wipers. Check that you have washer fluid.
Oh,
to
yeah.
clean with those windshield wipers. Now, I have something odd going on in the Mazda right now. The Mazda Protege.
And I'll tell you about something odd going on in my Mazda too, but go right ahead.
It's got those squirters that are mounted on the hood, right?
Wow. Yeah. Go ahead.
Each one has two little prongs, two little viper fangs coming out of them.
Yeah.
Each one will squirt out of the inner one and the outer is just like dribbling. I'm not getting the pressure out of and I'm trying to figure out first I thought maybe a little piece of dirt got caught in them. Those things go bad once in a while.
Right.
I don't know why, and I haven't gotten to the bottom of it, but what I have gotten to the bottom of is this phone call.
Oh, let's go there.
Let me fire this up.
To call us is to be us.
And let's say, hi, caller, you're on with the Motor Mouths.
Hey, this is Doc out in Montana.
There you go.
I was right.
You were right. This is Doc from Westby.
What's
Montana.
up, Doc? Doc, I swear to you, Ray did not tell me that you were going to call. He didn't say. He just said someone was going to call about how we feel about the weather, and I mentioned Westby, Montana.
Well, Doc knows that because he listens to the show. Now, Doc, listen, it's been almost 10 years since we've heard from you.
Yeah, that might be. But I do listen every week. I just haven't had a reason to call until now.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, it's great to hear from you. Great to see you around. And I got to say, there's no reason not to call. Just call to say hi. How's everything going? Good to, we still listen to you guys because, with us, listeners come and go kind of regularly, and you're one of them that just kind of disappeared, and we figured, okay, well, he's got better things going on.
And the last time we heard about you, you were driving a van, and you couldn't see.
Right. Right.
Right. Well, I have a very restricted driver's license. It's only good in town here.
Right.
The next town is 20 miles away. And that whole trip, you may pass one or two cars.
Right.
There's absolutely no traffic out here.
Right.
And it's all in a straight line, if I remember correctly, right? There's no turns involved.
Well, when you get down to Plentywood, which is, I call it the big city around here. Yeah.
Right.
You do make a right turn and head into the shopping district a little bit.
Are you still driving the same van?
The 95 Aerostar. I bought it brand new. It's got 258,000 miles on it.
Wow.
And it don't have no problems. It just goes.
Wow.
Okay, so the big question, how cold is it in Westby, Montana?
Well, it's warming up pretty good today. When I woke up this morning, it was 9 degrees below zero, and it's warmed up now to 5 degrees below zero. So we're doing good.
There you go, Chris. You see, how do you feel now, Mr. Connecticut basement, 65 degrees, 70-degree dweller? How does that make you feel now?
No, that's where your nostril hairs like freeze up on a good take a suck in of breath. Everything just like freezes in 5 degrees below zero.
Oh yeah.
Things snap.
Wine last week. I tried to call in, but I couldn't get through. Yeah.
Right.
The Aerostar is doing good. The people in town, there's a sensor attached to my garage door. When it goes up, everybody gets off the street.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they know. All two people.
No, I checked with our city manager last night, who I think is listening now, so I got to be careful what I say.
Mm-hmm.
But he told me there's about 160 people in town.
Wow.
Wow, population explosion.
Wow.
Holy.
Well, it's actually shrinking. What happens is it's getting to be an elder community, and some of the older people are passing away. And the younger ones go off to college. You never see them again. They don't come back.
Right.
Right, because it's warmer, I'm sure, wherever they're going.
Well, not so much that it's work. Around here, most of the work is farming, and a lot of the kids don't want to do that.
Yeah, sure. I think buffalo herding might be popular by you. I don't know. Or,
But Doc, I gotta know. Now that I got you on the phone, I gotta know: is Motormouth Radio still the #1 rated radio program in Westby, Montana?
It sure is, as far as I'm concerned.
right.
That's all that matters.
The local radio station does play 1 hour. What the hell's the name of that show? There's another show on. It's on 2 hours every week. Oh, Under the Hood.
Oh, really?
Under the Hood.
Yeah, they play 1 hour of it every week.
And how is that show play compared to ours? Is it the same kind of a format, or are they?
Or is it actually good?
Yeah, or are they really good? That could be, yeah.
No, they're okay. Nowhere near as good as you guys are, but that's pretty good. Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
And then on the internet, I'll listen to occasionally Click and Clack, the old ones. They're all about 20 years old.
Yeah, but they're really good.
Yes.
They are so good.
I keep hoping somebody will call in with an Aerostar, but they never do because they run forever. They don't break down.
Yeah.
They just rot away, unfortunately, but they don't break down. You're right.
Yeah. And we don't have really a lot of rust problems out here, but they are starting to use more of the Magcor on the roads.
Do you still have a Bayshore Ford decal on the back of that Aerostar?
No, I didn't let them put it on.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Because Bayshore, just the words Bayshore and Montana just don't play together. It's like,
no.
oh
I
god.
actually called there a little while ago to let them know that I bought a van from them 30 years ago, and I still have it.
I'm sure they were real happy to hear from you.
All right.
No, they weren't. They wanted me to come in and trade it in. They said, we can't give you a lot, but we'll give you a good deal on a new vehicle. I said, well, can you deliver it to my house? They went, yeah.
Yeah.
I live in Montana.
Boy, you really got a salesman for sure. That's for sure.
And if they had the Bayshore emblem on the back, it probably would have fallen off by now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That is great.
Yeah. But, the weather by you guys is, you're not doing bad today. I'm looking at the Weather Channel in North Babylon where I lived many years. Oh, matter of fact, I've got a neighbor, Bridget, that's listening now too.
Oh.
She called me up in Montana to find out what the weather is in North Babylon.
Oh, really?
I look on the Weather Channel and I give her a weather report every day.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's great. Hi, Bridget. That's phenomenal. Yeah, we're warming. I think tomorrow they said it was going to be almost 40.
Yeah.
Which is
according to the Weather Channel, it's 39 now in North Babylon. So Bridget will be happy to hear that.
I'll tell you, Doc. Since you left, Long Island in general, especially the South Shore where I'm at, has gotten to be in this nice little rocking horse cradle. The major storms either go below us or above us. We get that nice ocean water in the summer. It's a cooler breeze. In the winter, it's got the warming effect. The North Shore gets ice and they get racked every year. But
right.
This has gotten to be a great place to be. And I tell you, if they just lower my taxes, I really want to stay.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever.
Yeah. That was one of the reasons I left New York, for what the property taxes were.
Sure. Yeah, understood.
I totally get it. Yeah. There's no bargain up here either.
In the last couple of years, I'm paying $1,200 a year now in property tax.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I moved in here 17 years ago, it was about 600. So I guess they've gone up everywhere.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. No, that's for sure. Ours have certainly skyrocketed in the last couple of years as well. So, but yeah, that's 5 degrees below zero. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you use a block heater or anything on the van, Doc?
Let's see. The windshield's 24 below right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What were you asking about the van?
If you use an engine block heater or a coolant heater.
No, actually, I have it in my garage, but it's not a heated garage.
Okay. What type?
It's still a lot warmer than outside, and a lot of people do use block heaters, but I don't.
What type of battery do you put in that vehicle?
A big one.
Napa. It's, I guess, what you call the top-rated Napa battery.
Okay.
I've got the battery in there now. Gee, it's got to be 5 years.
That's usually about when they start to fail. So I don't want to jinx you. But
I know I've been thinking about that, but I mainly drive 3 blocks each way to the post office and back.
yeah,
So.
I haven't used my FJ Cruiser in a couple of weeks, and typically in the winter I can go out there and the thing will be, it doesn't want to start, so I left a battery tender on it. This year I didn't, and today I decided to take it, and sure enough, it gave me a couple of feeble cranks and then it wouldn't go, so I had to use my jump pack on it. I think that truck needs like an 800 cold cranking hour battery in it, which it doesn't have.
Yeah,
So.
I've got a 1,000 cold cranking amp.
There you go. Yeah.
Jump starter.
Right.
And I keep that charged up, but I generally use that for helping. I've helped a couple of neighbors get a jump and stuff. I very rarely need it myself.
Right. Got it.
Oh,
very good. All right, well, Doc, listen, thank you for the call. We appreciate it. Glad to know that you're still out there. And we really appreciate you reaching out because, we like to know our listeners are still around.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, I really enjoy the show. I love living up here. Westby, Montana is a wonderful place if the snow would ever melt.
Yeah.
You guys have 4 seasons a year. We have 2, winter and 3 weeks of road paving. Is that a beautiful 3 weeks? Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's some real benefits to being there. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stayed. So,
right.
It's all good.
There are a lot of really nice people up here, and
right. Well, you can
I'm happy to be here.
You can live vicariously on Long Island through us because we're still in the area. So.
Okay, I'll give you a call more often.
All right, Doc. Don't hesitate to call. Thank you.
We look forward to it, Doc. Thank you for making our year. That was awesome.
Right, come on. So there you go.
Great minds think alike. That's amazing.
I tell you, I got that email and I'm reading. I'm like, Doc. Yeah, Doc. Oh my God.
Yeah. Holy moly. Yeah. Doc's greatest line was, "We are the #1 rated automotive program in Westby, Montana."
Right.
Loved it so much I put it on a promo.
Yeah. So that was that's good. Good to hear back from our call. That happens with us a lot. A lot of callers, they come, they go, they disappear. Some never come back. It's good when they do come back because we know that they're still out there.
Yeah, still out there, still listening. I'm glad I can complain about the cold and get doctor calls.
You're being watched.
Yeah, no.
You're being watched.
No, that's for sure. Yeah, it's funny because we have I would say a very breezy 37 degrees up here right now in the Nutmeg State, and I think I'm going to go outside in shorts.
So be like Doc. Give us a call, 516-572-7440. Check us on social media. We're on Instagram, _Motormouth Radio. Of course, Motormouth Radio on Facebook and X, and Motormouth Video on YouTube, where this show will be broadcast later on today.
Right. And if you got thumbs and you know how to use them, you can text us at 203-670-4127, and you will show up right here about 1.5 feet from my thumb.
So just to back up a little, that thing with the squirters, I don't know why. I thought maybe the outer ones start to freeze up a little bit, but it's the same fluid going through the other ones. I don't know. Maybe the pump motor is losing pressure. I don't know why, but you get that. I'd rather have the outers squirt than the inners because now there's a pattern that doesn't clean. So that's my problem. I'll see if I can.
And it's ironic because guess what? I'm having a problem with my Mazda.
Do tell.
I had it was about 3 years ago. The passenger side would not spray on the windshield washer. Okay. It would dribble. It would come out this small little dribble. The driver's side would, but the passenger side wouldn't. So I replaced it. It was a small T affair that fluid went through that was literally clogged. Now, mind you, it wasn't just a simple T. It had like a small barrel that it went through. I don't know why. I don't know how over-engineered it was.
I'm familiar with that part, yeah.
Right. So I actually took it out, removed it from the vehicle, and kind of sent a paper clip through it, and it wouldn't go through. It was like I was hitting plastic.
Right.
And I went, you know what? Heck with this. I'm just going to put in a regular T, a standard T, and let's see what happens. And I did, and it worked just fine. Well, now the driver's side's going through the same rigmarole. I'm getting the dribble out of the driver's side. Passenger side's working fine. So I'm going to replace that part. I got to pull the cowl apart and replace it all once again with a simple T, just like the other side, and all will be well. But of course I'm waiting until it warms up.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this now.
The phones have warmed up, so let's go to them and say, "Hi, caller. You're on with the Motor Mouths."
Happy New Year again, guys.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
I'm listening to your woes about your hood pissers for your windshield.
I know. We need some sort of medication, right?
Yeah, you know what worked good? I had that on a car. It was a used car a long time ago that I bought.
It's called Viagra.
The ones that go through the hood. I actually took them out and soaked them in, I don't know if it was Fantastic or...
Okay.
You know, when you use them in the summer, somehow pollen gets into them.
Oh.
And it crusts.
Interesting.
So I let them soak for, you know, better part of half a day, and then blew them out with the compressor.
Right. I'll tell you this, and just so people know, sometimes the hardest part of that job is getting them out of the hood without breaking them, because they use 2 tabs that spring load.
Yep.
Other cars are a lot easier, but a lot of the Japanese cars, that's how they do it. And but the good thing is they usually sell them on the help board at the parts store. Yes.
But the other thing to consider, it may not be stuff going in. The hoses, they rot.
Yeah, they do.
Lines.
Yeah, and if you get a little, even if you get a tiny little pinhole, and you bring air in, you're not going to get the pressure. So get the whole system. I mean, today, now is not the time to go out there and look at that. You should be doing that like when the weather is warmer. You give it that preseason check.
Carry a cheap bottle of Windex and spray it out the window.
Right.
Until it warms up. The checklist was great. The one thing I'd add to it, make sure your wife didn't add summer windshield washer fluid.
And that typically that happens a lot, because especially people who don't drive the cars a lot and keep them in a garage, that fluid could be in there for a long, long time. And you don't know what you have in there. But what you could do is you could actually add, you could put some vinegar in the bottle. That helps clean the window. And you could also put in rubbing alcohol. You don't want to use too much because it'll degrade the rubber, but the rubbing alcohol won't freeze. It'll help keep the fluid, liquid, not frozen.
Yeah, I got you. The other suggestion, the wiper cleaning.
Yeah.
I'm maniacal with stuff. I have winter wipers and summer wipes.
Right.
Yep, you are maniacal.
I am. But, I rub them off with Fantastic or whatever, and wow, when I swap them out in the spring, fall, it's amazing what comes off them. One thing that I found, and it was a YouTube video I saw, oh my God, so long ago. Yeah, coat them with some sort of protectant, like trim tire protectant.
Oh, I don't know about that. That may cause you more grief than it's worth.
I use a marine version that's good for rubber, plastic.
Okay.
But if you do it when you put them away, like in the spring when I put my winter wipers away, I coat it, and the stuff is sitting, just soaking into the rubber.
John, just to let you know, you're the only person that has winter and summer wipers. I don't know any.
No, I used to do it all the time. I always bought the winter blades that are fully covered in rubber.
No, you're both crazy then.
And I used to take them off and swap them. I did the same thing.
You're both out of your mind.
Because a ladder style wiper blade, the ice and snow gets in that, and then the ladder style, it can't flex.
Oh.
And that's covered with the boot now for the winter blades, and they sell them on Rock Auto. I'll tell you, I just saw a video on that guy.
John, you're in with good company.
The guy with the man bun from Royal Auto. He just showed a blade. It's like a 2-piece wiper blade. It actually is like a set of lips, and one side has.
I like that hand gesture. That was
one side of it
tasty.
has what they
I
call.
missed the YouTube live.
One side of this blade has what they call a scraper, and the other side is like a wiper. And he says if you're in areas where you have a lot of like muck or road work in the winter, and you get stuff up on the windshield, the scraper part of the blade literally helps remove that stuff better than just the rubber. It's some new design. I don't know. I haven't seen it in the stores and out.
One blade takes the stubble and bends the stubble, while the other blade comes and cuts the stubble, while the third blade comes along and lays a topsoil down.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's like a Norelco commercial.
Exactly. You know what? It's probably, I don't know how well they work. I haven't used them. I just saw the thing. So this.
And by the way, John, we don't know why Doc went from Babylon to Montana, but we will be sure to ask him the next time he calls. Thank you for the text, by the way.
I had tears in my eyes. I was laughing so hard when I said it, but yeah, I figured he's trying to get away from a warrant, or because that's the only reason I'd move to Montana.
I don't know. Well, you know what? Some people move. I haven't known a few guys who wanted to move because they just wanted to have buy that ranch-sized property, that big, 70 acres, and just
exactly.
So that's viable also.
Because Long Island isn't flat enough.
No, it's not.
No, but Pennsylvania is a heck of a lot closer, and
it is.
At least you get summer.
True.
Right, and not 3 weeks of road repair.
All right, John. Well, thanks for the thoughts. We appreciate that.
No worries. It's almost the top-down day.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, but it is also the bottom of the hour, so we got to go and take care of business.
You got to go.
Right.
Yes.
Great rest of your day, guys.
All right, John.
Thanks, John. You too. Be safe.
Hey, thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. So, yeah, and in the third half of the show, I'll tell you about a trip I'm making today. I have to go do see another friend.
Oh, boy.
Who's relocated also, but he stayed on the island, but it's going to take me a while to get out there.
Going out to the sticks, I see. Out to the forks.
Yeah, not that far.
Oh, not that far. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Long Islanders judge the distance by the forks. If you're going out to the forks, oh my God, pack a lunch. If it's like a little shy of that, it's still a hike. And something in the middle of the island is like, it's a couple hours.
Right, you're close, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, just like my desserts, there's a show on this station that you might want to listen to.
Chocolatey and sweet, like you.
That's called Soft Serve.
Oh,
that's new to me.
I hope that's not like you.
No, it's at sometimes when you get sick, though, it's at a new time, Tuesdays at 5 p.m. So they say sometimes we can all use a break with the rush and hustle and bustle that can be so overwhelming. It's
overwhelming. Just like this show.
Yeah. It's nice to take a step back and relax with songs that are a breath of fresh air. Come in for a scoop of soft rock.
Soft rock.
Yeah.
Yum, with a cherry on top.
So
sounds yummy.
That's I guess that's kind of like bordering on yacht rock, which
no,
this week in radio around here.
Very bad. Do not say yacht rock. Very bad.
But what I will say is, I will mention the WHPC weather forecast. It is your WHPC weather forecast is powered by Pantano's Gourmet, which has been nominated in Long Island Choice Awards. Find out how you can vote for them online to win the best breakfast and best deli at yourchoiceawards.com/Long Island. So as I look out the WHPC weather window today,
what do you see? What do you see?
Sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. High of 42. It wasn't that warm when I came in. Tonight will be cloudy, low 30s. Tomorrow, more of the same, partly cloudy, high of 43. I hear the winds are going to kick up again, but that'll be that's not going to hamper my trip today. I have to go do what I have to do. Right. So, with that in mind, do we have the second honor group of the hour for this year?
Yes, and also after the honor group, we'll talk about a false alarm that I had that I laughed at. Ha ha ha! But anyway, we're going to go back to the Motormouth Radio honor group of the hour this week, and going with what we're talking about, which we did not produce beforehand. This is all coincidental. If you use automotive products for household products, but never use them on your vehicle, Does that can of Bondo work perfectly to fill the spot where the hinge was in your front door jamb, or fill the split in one of those front door panels in your house? Do you use the hydrophobic windshield coating on your reading glasses so they don't get dirty as quickly? Does that old bottle of car wash give better results in your ultrasonic jewelry cleaner? You never use that bottle of Rain-X on your windshield, but boy, does it work great keeping the soap scum off the bathroom shower door. So if you have more automotive products for use in the house than on your vehicle, especially if you can easily reach that can of fiberglass resin, complete with a swathe of fiberglass cloth and a small tube of liquid hardener that's used for bodywork, and you use them for those tougher household projects, then you are part of the Motormouth Radio Honor Group of the Hour this week. There you go.
Yeah, I'm probably sure there's someone that falls into that. So we'll take our break. We'll be back in a short couple minutes with more Motormouth Radio. Ray Guarino and Chris Switzer. Keep it right where you got it on 90.3 WHPC.
With answers to your car questions. Give us a call at 516-572-7440. Oh, I should have said the Motormouth thing.
This show on 90.3 WHPC is brought to you by CarStar Celebrity Chase Collision, with 2 locations in Limerick and Oceanside, who remind you that New York state law says you always have the right to choose which shop will fix your car. CarStar Celebrity Chase Collision offers a full range of services, 24-hour towing between Montauk and Manhattan, shuttle service, and they can help you with a rental car arrangement if needed. All repairs include the CarStar lifetime nationwide warranty, ensuring that the experts at Celebrity Chase Collision are always on your side.
Y sí, hablamos español.
More information is available at 516-593-0920 or online at celebritychasecollision.com.
Okay, Mark Warman here from Graveyard Cars, hanging out with my buddies at, what's the name of it again?
Motormouth Radio.
Hey, Mark Warman here from Graveyard Cars, hanging out with my friends at Motormouth Radio. Sunday morning, I don't know what this fat bald guy's laughing about. You'll forget stuff soon enough too, my friend. Be sure to listen. When are you guys on? 10 a.m.?
Sundays at noon.
Noon on Sundays.
Excellent. This was
no, that's you got the promo for the best one was the first one. That's why I was because you said what was the name of this again? That's the promo.
What better presentation could you do than that?
Hey you, get over here. Every Sunday, 12 to 1, you are going to tune in to hear the Motor Mouths, my friends Ray Guarino and Chris Switzer. 90.3 FM, WHPC. You might learn something.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about certain things, but if you're into our metal madness this week, if you're tuned into us, you know that we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we want to talk about it with you. So give us a call at 516-572-7440, and we'll pick up where we left off. Won't we, Chris?
Yes, my grandmother used to sing me that song to sleep every night.
So soothing. Wow. I like it. You know, and sometimes things just find you. That was kind of I was looking for...
I'm so glad that found you. You couldn't shake it off your shoe?
Oh, no. I was looking for some music, and I actually...
you found it.
I actually have some stuff coming in.
Oh, good.
That hasn't come in, and I randomly went into my cabinet with thousands of CDs, and I found this one that was actually labeled WHPC. This has come into the station as like a promo thing years ago, and
should have stayed there
when the station was, getting rid of this stuff. Hey, take it. I grabbed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I'm so glad
when I
you did.
randomly grabbed it, I said, "Hey, I should have grabbed this years ago."
No, it pretty much grabbed you. Hey, we just got a text from Jim at 203-670-4127. He said, "What about using Simple Green to clean the wipers?" He said the oil of the wintergreen will also soften the rubber.
Don't know. I guess it's possible.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. We'll try it. Why not? At least the windshield wipers will smell pretty. But which ones would you use? The winter wipers or the summer wipers? We don't know.
I use them both, and you use that on either when as needed. So I tell you, as I was over at the shop working on looking at my car again, it's getting ready for its new paint job. I had some stuff I wanted to clean up. I had to change a door latch, and I had taken off my toe tabs, and I brought them out to a shop, and that I got to deal with, and I had them. Look at this. You got to look to see, otherwise it doesn't.
What is that? Oh, those are your toe tabs.
Had them redone in a
very nice. It looks like a big banana.
Yeah, powder coated. So
I was just reading a text from Hey Macbo Man Brian. He sent a picture of an emergency gasket sealant. I don't know if you could see that.
I can see the hood. I can see the.
Yes. I don't know what that red thing is. I'm trying to.
Looks like a Milwaukee ratchet. Ask him to send you a picture of his car. That's a Milwaukee ratchet. Yeah.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Sure.
So let's see what he's using
but
for.
Milwaukee does have a tube. It's like the industrial size. You put like a caulking gun.
Oh. He says, I'm sorry, it's an emergency valve cover gasket leak. Luckily, it's only 38 degrees and sunny.
Oh, I bet you that's on his daughter's car. Yeah.
It's it looks like some Hyundai type vehicle.
Ask him to send you a picture of his car.
Send me a picture of your car.
So, we were talking about that before the show. So, speaking of my car, while it's apart and I have the front bumper off, I noticed one of the things I wanted to add this coming year was electric fans for the AC.
I remember you saying that, but you had space was a concern.
Right. So I may want to add them for the cooling, the engine cooling also, but that's different. So I called our good friend Bill Carberry from formerly of Kappa Radiator. Now he's out at Acme Radiator.
Right.
Islip. And because last I saw Bill, he said, listen, he goes, when I closed the shop, he says, I sold a lot of stuff and I, did things, to liquidate parts. He goes, but I ended up with a bunch of stuff I had to bring home. It's just the way.
Okay.
And he says, I have a collection of brand new cooling fans. He goes, so if you need something, let me know.
Wow.
So we spoke yesterday and he has 3 different fans. And there's 2 of them that I'm interested in. They're actually a pair of 12-inch fans. So you can move them around and kind of make them fit maybe where you want.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is after I do all the uploads and stuff today, I have to drive out to see Bill, who's out in Suffolk County now. So
way out.
I'll be taking it. Yeah, it's pretty far out. He's not an hour out, but he's almost close to an hour out from where
he's in the sticks.
So no, not that. I mean, he's not in a forest or anything. He's in a populated area, but he's out there. So I'll be taking a ride out there today to see Bill. And what we're going to do is, this is how car guys work. He did the same thing with me when I needed that AC tool. He said,
chased you off his yard with a bat.
No, he gave me the $300 tool. Said, here, take it, use it, just bring it back. Because I trust.
Speaking of tool, Brian sent a picture of his tool.
The Matco ratchet, right?
Yes.
Now, Brian, if that's the high-speed ratchet, that's the one I need. So just put that in a box and send it to me. I'll buy it from you. We're talking about.
And he's smiling. No, I don't know if he's smiling.
We were talking about the Milwaukee tools, which are phenomenal. They're very, very good battery-powered tools. Not that the tool truck stuff isn't, but Milwaukee has really kind of made their way these days into everybody's shop.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that's the thing. Bill said, hey, listen, I said, Bill, I think 2 of these fans that you have, I'd like to see. I really won't know till I get them up there and fit them and see what's going to fit. So he goes, so take them both. He says, and then you let me know what works. So,
and then send him a check.
And then I'll go see him and I'll pay him for what I use. Right. So
sounds good.
Yeah. So that's my today. I have to take a ride out there and.
Well, you got a good day for it.
It'll be nice, but again, I got to go home do all this phooey stuff first.
Give Billy a big hug from me.
I will. I'll say hello.
Yes, please do. So I got a false alarm with the tracker.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where I really do feel you need a semblance of automotive knowledge, just in general. One of those things. The battery went dead. I charged it up, fired it up this week. It started just fine. Everything was hunky dory. I pulled it out of the garage. I filled the tires. I put equal amount of tire pressure in the car because I have not used it in about a month or so. So
okay.
Tire pressure check was in order. So I did, filled it up, did what I had to do. And all of a sudden I look in and boop, got to check engine light. Once again, I'm like, oh, you dirty old Iota. So of course I go and check it, and it was a P0507 code that stated the car was running at an abnormally high RPM for an extended period of time. I remember this code, and I said, you know what? I know what happened here. Because the battery went dead, the computer, of course, lost all of its settings pretty much and had to relearn. So in the process of relearning, it was saying at a high idle, whereupon it set the code. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm simply going to shut this off. And that's what I did. I erased the code. I figured,
okay,
do you code?
All right.
So I erased it.
Good.
And waiting for it to come back. Well, guess what? Didn't come back.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought to myself, this would have concerned anyone else with a lesser amount of automotive knowledge, and the car would have gone to a shop and money would have been exchanged and pleasantries or non-pleasantries would have been thrown back and forth. And I thought, I'm just going to shut this off, see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Shut it off. Just forget it even happened. And I did. And look, problem solved. Problem is solved.
Well,
I'm so happy about that.
I mean, a good diagnostician would have asked, has this problem arisen before? And the customer would say, well, no, I don't know. The light was on and you looked at it. And then the guy would say, okay. And he would look in history and see that it was a historic code and maybe, and reverse engineer it from that perspective. So, but yeah, saves a trip to the shop. That's always a good thing.
Shut it off.
Yeah, always a good thing.
That's what I always say. Do what you do, not what I say.
Yeah, okay.
That's what makes this show great.
Yeah.
516-572-7440. Hey, just on a kind of a different note here, just want to bring this up. The LA fires are catastrophic.
Oh yeah.
The loss that's going on along the Palisades.
I'm surprised there's not more loss, truthfully.
Oh my gosh. It literally, it's making me well up. But watching the videos, my algorithm is showing videos of burned out classic cars.
Yeah, I've seen some of that myself.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When yesterday, where the guy was standing in his, I guess it was like a portico, where there was a fence, and as he looked over the fence, the fire was there, like right over the fence, and he's standing next to a black 70 Chevelle convertible, like a 62 bubble top, and a C10 that was in construction, and he's like, man, it's coming. It's like, this is going to happen. He goes, and I can't believe it. I was like, oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
I was just reading in the Haggerty magazine. Actually, they just put out the new bull list for 25. So
they did. Oh, I got to
call Anthony back and we'll talk about that. Yeah, I'm not really hugely happy about this one, but
I haven't seen it. I'm okay. I gotta look at it. Check
they
it
said
out.
there were things that happened in 24 that prevented from being better than it could have been. But what they talked about, there was an article about fire, and they said, how many. They gave some stats about how many cars they've paid out. Not from this incident, but from previous incidents. And, these were full buyouts. And I can only imagine what it's going to be now. It's just going to be
astronomical.
I will tell you this. I was reading in the paper, they were saying that now California, forget about it, like house insurance, they were having trouble with house insurance. State Farm pulled out already a while ago. Yeah. But they're saying that now our insurances here on the East Coast are going to rise.
Oh, we got to get that money back some way.
Now, I'm not an expert at this, and I would have to reread the article to be a little more proficient, but let me flesh it out. He said the insurance companies know there's going to be losses, and they know, they take in more than they pay out. So that's how they make money.
Of course.
And they're smart enough and able enough that what they can do is they have insurance on like catastrophic payouts.
Okay.
So if they have to pay out catastrophically more money than they would ever conceive, they're insured against that, and they can get that money back from their insurance policies.
That's pretty smart. That's a nice safety net to have. Yes.
It's like car shows get insurance against rain. If it rains, hey, we get our money back,
Right.
No harm, no foul. Great.
Mm-hmm.
But now, even with that insurance in place, they said, no, they're going to have to spread this out across the country. And our insurances, or if you're on the East Coast, will rise 20 to 30%, they said.
Holy moly, really?
That was just the one article I read. Don't hold me to that as gospel.
Ooh.
I don't know. That could end up being 40 to 50% by next week. I don't know.
Right.
And that's how they'll make their money back. So
yeah, go right across nationwide.
Win for losing. I mean, it's like, it's terrible.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And that's basically, and you can't help it. I mean, on my phone, I can't help it. That's what the algorithm said. I'm a car guy. I look at cars. It's what you look at. And that's what has been popping up. And it's like your day is fine. You're going along, all of a sudden your phone goes off and you take a look and it's another burned out 61 Chevy. And you're like,
funny, I keep getting self-defense and outlaw bikers. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just remarkable. What and in a bad way. Don't get me wrong, not in a good way. In a completely bad way.
No, I can't. I've seen some people on TV that spoke, and I can't imagine watching this stuff. I couldn't imagine that being real in where you live. It's gone. Everything is just gone.
Everything's just, yeah, exactly. I was out there shoveling snow yesterday, and I you know how much I love shoveling snow, and I'm saying it's not fire. It's just not fire.
You see the helicopter views of nothing, and then there's that one house standing there that was untouched, and you're like, wow,
Well, that's what they're talking about.
If that's your house, you don't want to go back and live there. There's nothing around you. It's a wasteland. There's no services. There's the stores are burned down, so you can't go shop.
Exactly. You got no power. You got no sewer. You got no water. You got nothing. But they were talking about how now those houses are, if and when they do get rebuilt, there's going to be rules and regulations. Like every house is going to have a 6-foot cement wall around it, and it's going to have cement barriers instead of just a regular wood shingle. It's going to have a metal roof, because that's what they were talking about. Was the culprit was all of those glowing embers blowing along from one house to the other, and of course that's what was catching.
Shingles are basically a petroleum-based product.
Yeah, so it's going to light. And yeah, so that's what they're talking about now. It's like they're putting these regulations into it. This is now turned into the real estate show.
To change gears on a similar note, we're talking about having no power. On Thursday nights, Playing in Traffic, Louis Lee was talking about his solar system he put on his bus.
Right. And he was having trouble with a camera early on in the show.
Yeah. But Papa Squirrel had mentioned how, wow, he goes, and I know this because I saw this to be true. He goes, a few years ago, I bought the biggest solar panel Harbor Freight had. And it was maybe a 3x4, 3x5. He goes, and it put out 13 watts. And it was good for they said, charging cell phones or laptops or whatever. Mm-hmm. Louis Lee now has technology on his bus. He can power his split AC units. These things are putting out 400 watts.
With a solar panel?
Uh-huh. So you want to say our technology is advanced.
Wow.
And he even said he talked about this too. He says, one of the things that you always lost with solar panels was the bottom. You could never use the bottom because it faced the roof, even when they were on an angle. But now there's technology that, I don't know how it works. We didn't get into it, but I guess with the reflected sun, if it reflects on the back end, you can use that, get that power as well. But like I said, he's got panels that he showed the bank. He showed how he put them into a closet. Mm-hmm. Very nice work, very beautiful work. Louis Lee does excellent, great woodwork, but also good technical work. He's a methodical guy. So he had his banks of batteries and then his inverter sitting there.
Right.
And he said, you do it, you break the system up just like you would in a house. You don't have everything on one feed. But he says, he's now running his split ACs. He can run his refrigerator. And now he can do that when he's parked and just turn the AC on and chill.
Son of a gun. So right from a solar panel.
I told my wife, I said, instead of buying a generator, a gas generator, or, a propane generator, we go out and get invest in some solar cell technology like that, and do. Now I wasn't thinking about it for now, but I'm thinking if we do a move,
Right.
I said one of the things I said I was going to do immediately was a whole house generator.
Agreed. Yeah, it's you know what's good about having a whole house generator? You'll never need it.
Of course.
Install it, you'll never. It's one of those things. It's like a will. Once you set up a will for yourself, you'll never need it.
So now I'm thinking these solar panels with this, and that's only in a few years that they've gotten up to this power level. That may increase. Who knows?
That's amazing. And that's the reason why I kind of shy away from solar panels, is the fact that they're actually sitting on your roof. And I know that's where they're supposed to be, but you still have a gap under it. You still got to drill holes in a brand new roof. You still have to go through all the motions, where I would much rather have a solar panel that looks like a roof shingle. When is that going to happen?
Well,
something like that. Or a solar panel that's small enough you can mount it in your yard and put it someplace where it's not on the roof.
Well, you can do that, but then you have losses from the power transmission through the lines. So you want to keep things closer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the difficulties. And like you say, technology will eventually solve these problems. Just like electric cars, technology is going to solve the problems and create a greater distance between charge ups and with cars like that.
The problem of the flashing light.
Okay.
Say hi, caller. You're on with the Motor Mouths.
I'm back.
What
are you up to, guys? No, I was listening to the whole solar thing. You guys really, I followed it. I thought about doing it. If I was in my 30s or 40s, it's definitely worth doing. From an ecological standpoint and many other factors. But you can put the mini split, which Europe has been using way before the U.S. They have solar powered ones.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. My friend who built this bus, he solar powered the whole bus, and now he's getting 400 watts out of these things, and he's powering mini splits in the bus.
That's amazing. It's an amazing amount of power.
Mini splits run off of solar power while the sun's available.
Well, but when the sun's not available, they run off the battery backup, which is what the essence of a solar system is.
Right. No, they run completely off solar power during the day when the sun's available. And at night, the ones for your home, and again, I'm sure he's got an inverter.
Yes, he does, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It flips over to your electric coming into the house for the evening.
That's in a house system. He's going to be in a bus in a park in the wilderness, so he's not going to have a flip over. That's going to be his system. So and also that'll make us hot water, and it's going to do everything. But he's on the cutting edge with this stuff. He's buying the stuff that's brand new technology, and it's impressive. It really is.
Right. I wish I could say it's brand new. It's not.
No, I know it's not. John, when I was a student at Nassau, one of the classes I took was a solar energy class. That's in the late 70s. And we had a little house outside that was a solar greenhouse, and everybody used to rag on us about, those engineering guys, they whack little, they think they're going to get power from the sun. And, we did, but we were getting little bits. We were getting, for the day, we weren't getting much. But it has been out for a long time. Only now is it really,
it's accessible. That's what the technology.
Yeah.
It's become viable.
Yeah.
The home systems that they sell where, during the heat of the day, when the sun is baking your house, it's running off the sun. At night, when things cool down, it flips back over, and the electric rates are cheaper at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with a house, right. Like I said, he's doing this in a bus that he's traveling in with his wife, so they're not going to be hooking up to shore power. They're going to be totally self-sustained, and that was his goal. So, I mean, that's not for everybody. It's, but for him, it's going to work. So, very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, amazing technology, and time marches on.
Yeah. Actually, if you check out Bustin' Out Schoolie, SKOOLIE on Instagram, Lewis, and on Facebook, he posts all the pictures of him working on the bus, making the cabinetry, doing the the solar stuff and all. He puts it all up online, so it's you can see for yourself. And he'll talk to anybody. He'll share the information at will.
He was on the show. Had to be 2, maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah, we've had Lewis on the show occasionally.
Oh
yeah.
No, I remember that.
You know what? We have to bring him back and talk about this because we need the expert instead of me.
Well, the funniest part was I remember he raised the roof in it.
Right. Well, because he's like 6'13". He's a big guy. Yeah, and he didn't want to have to walk through his own house with a hunched over neck. So he raised the roof so it would accommodate him and his wife.
Right.
So yeah, and he's almost ready. The project is almost ready he's ready to hit the road right now. He says, I could hit the road right now and actually go do he's going to an event in Florida, I think in a couple months coming up. So he was talking about that Thursday night. You know what? I'll see if I can get Lewis on. Maybe we'll get him on next week and we'll talk about this.
Yeah. I got a bunch of buddies in Florida. None of them are running the air conditioning this time of year.
No.
It's about the only time. Yeah, about the only time.
It's getting into the mid-40s at night.
Oh, boy.
No, it's true. Well, it's funny, John. A lot of times they run air conditioners now because of the humidity. That's usually what, just to get put like dry air back into your house, so your press board cabinets don't go flying apart or grow mold.
Right.
Chris, I put a mini split in the downstairs of my house. I call it the basement, but it's above ground. And I don't think I've ever run it in AC mode. It runs in dehumidify mode, and
John,
I believe it.
I put 6 of them in my house in 2008, and the same thing. I've typically been in dehumidify mode sometimes into July.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Until I had to switch over to AC, and in heat mode.
Meat in most of the rooms.
Right. Exactly. They work very, very well. So
I'm sure.
All right, John. We got to let us run. We got to take care of a little bit of business here.
I caught the bottom of the hour. I caught the end of the hour.
Yep. You got it. All right.
Don't worry, they have shots for it.
Yeah. All right, John.
Thanks, John.
John's gone.
John's gone.
All right. So that's see, that's cool. That's programming on the fly. Now,
yes.
Just a stupid little insignificant topic leads to now more programming. So I'll see if Lewis is available next week.
We covered a wide swath today, didn't we?
Yeah, like I said, he knows this technology because he's the guy in there doing it right now. I mean, I'm learning from him, and I'm by no means an expert. Right. I'm just a casual observer, so he knows it. I understand the theory and how it works, but
of course,
he's the installer, so he's the guy to talk to. So
right, he's the guy in the field. He's field testing and reporting back to you.
And the fact that he took it and put it into into an entity that he's going to take on the road and be self-sustained in, you have to trust that technology because everything about what you're doing is based on that technology.
Yes. Yeah. Especially that you're installing it too. But it's funny because that's what I'm impressed by. He's doing the installation.
Yeah.
So he knows what's going on. It's not like you're contracting it out to someone else and not having the foggiest clue as to how it was installed.
I will say this. He's been saying a lot of the stuff is, since he's dealing with one particular company, a lot of the stuff is pretty much plug and play.
That's good.
You don't have to read schematics and change color codes and all because you're inventing it. He is dealing with, it's like putting a fuel injection system on like what I did, put a modern fuel injection system on an old car. You use the system and you buy everything from that company and everything is made to fit together and plug and play. And it's easier to diagnose it because you're using their patterns.
Right. No, very true. Very true. And that's what, like we were talking about with John, whereupon the technology isn't invented, it's now accessible and it's now almost to the point of being portable, whereupon it can be mounted in and used in something as, in this case, small as a bus.
And you know what? We're portable too because we're getting out of here. Kim's
Yes.
coming to do Thunder Road. Best of Springsteen and the band. What do we tell the people waiting for me outside, hanging out by my solar panels?
Don't follow us home, and make sure it's warm, for God's sake, if you're going to do it.
You got it. So for Chris Switzer, Ray Guarino, we'll be back next week with more Motormouth Radio, and maybe we'll have Lewis Lee to talk about this solar thing on 90.3 WHPC. See ya.
See you, bye.
This show on 90.3 WHPC is brought to you by the Enza Brandy Law Firm, a full-service law firm that works with litigation, personal injury, real estate, trusts, and estates. The Enza Brandy Law Firm is now located at 310 West Hills Road in Huntington Station. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or seek compensation for injuries, you may get more information about the Enza Brandy Law Firm at